I figured I'll show y'all how to do it. And if you're the type of person that like...
Oh, there it is.
Alright, so basically, all you're gonna want to do, arm doesn't really matter, put it behind your back, around like right here, and with your hand that's behind your back, grab your other arm. Grab it like kind of tight, you know, and then you're just gonna want to lean back, and your back is going to like shatter. Watch. You're welcome. So I've seen a lot of videos recently of people like cracking different parts of their body, and I have a pretty unique way on how I crack my back. So I figured I'll show y'all how to do it. And if you're the type of person that like always cracks their back on yourself, then this is different for you. Alright, so basically, all you're gonna want to do, put it behind your back, right here, and with your head.
Grab it kind of tight, y'all.
Every road is dirt. This is the only stoplight. Like, when it got put in, it was a big deal. Like, people wrote Facebook posts about this. This is 1 mile out of town. Hey, yo, Alaska.
I've never had someone care about me the way he immediately did. Thanks, Hailey, honestly. I've never had...
I'm 100%. Yeah, problems with the pain in the spring. Got a bad bitch. DNA test means that I'm 100% savage. Can't play problems as a human movie. Bling bling. You could have had a bad bitch. Yeah. Well, that's not even a fun match.
Yeah, I know, this is my last match.
Of course, bud.
Of course. Why are we defending again? We always attack first.
Can't win them all, bud.
Right, bud, you're right.
Secure the bomb.
Alright, man. Last game.
Last game.
RTX 2080 Ti SLR, 128 gigabytes of RAM, Ryzen Threadripper 2990WX. A whole bunch of cooling to keep it at that 25 degrees Celsius. We got some nice custom.
Be advised, Op 4 has found a bomb.
Doorway barricaded.
10 seconds remaining.
Watch it go. Watch it go. Watch it go. Watch it go. Watch it go.
5 seconds counting.
Watch it go. Watch it go.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Stay clear of ADS.
Laying out the welcome package.
Loading mag.
Watching the game, man? What's going on
Of
over there?
course.
Watch it go. 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 Watch it go.
They're with you, right, T-Bass?
Yep. Oh, yep, last game.
Oh.
Oh, fuck off. He beat me to it.
Come on, bud. Dude, you should be better, dude.
Yo, shut up.
One friendly
Come on.
operator remaining.
Oh, that Hoontang guy. We're playing against him.
He's wrecking you.
Not really.
Of course he is.
Mission failed. All friendlies have been neutralized.
Oh, I want a mullet.
Oh.
Hey, I want a mullet too, dude.
Chris, you don't want a mullet.
I don't.
No, you don't.
Damn. It does seem like it'd be too much maintenance.
I'll just take a shower.
That's way too much maintenance, bro.
We need to locate a bomb.
I am the captain now.
So, how was work today, man?
Haley Triagonian got pissed at me.
Hey, quick question. Like, what did you do? Were you like just like telling people like, or desk runner where to put people at, or were you what were you doing?
No. Oh, yeah, I was just, so Maria, she helped me out a lot. She was up at that desk showing a lot of tables. Either that or, Renee would help me. Just basically servers, like, they would just go up there in the desk and show the table. That's how that worked, but I stayed at that desk all day. I didn't take a single table. And then Miranda, she brought me a chair, and I started sitting in that chair. Yeah, at the desk. But like one of the high top chairs. And she comes over. We start talking about like what happened and everything. And she's like, well, do you want a chair? I'm like, well, can I have one? She's like, well, yeah, if it makes you feel better. I'm like, well, I mean, that would make you feel better. I'm kind of hurting. She's like, yeah, she pulls up a chair and she just sits it in there. I'm like, oh. And Rustic kind of just looks like, he turns the corner and looks at the desk and sees me sitting in this chair, and I look at Rustic and he just laughs and smiles and walks away. So, I'm gonna do the same thing tomorrow, because technically tomorrow I'm supposed to be desk running, but Laura and I, we switched, so I'm filling and she's desk running, so I'm gonna do the exact same thing tomorrow. But yeah, Haley, do it.
No, go ahead.
Trigoning, she pissed me, or she bitched to Todd about me.
Why?
About how I was seating. Well, basically, how do you determine,
Ah, they're outside!
Oh, get him, Chris.
Oh no, I'm dead.
Bud, why'd you let him kill you like that, Bud?
Are you not watching the stream?
Of course I'm watching the stream. Better get the ace, look at that, that's a double kill. Get the ace, dude. The ace, come on, dude. Oh, Seabass, come on, man.
Is that another semi-automatic shotgun?
But anyway,
how do you determine what?
How do you determine who you sit, like, how do you determine who you sit next?
By rotation?
Okay, let's say we don't have a rotation. That would be, I mean, technically, yeah, that would be the correct answer, but...
Whoever gets there first? Duh.
Yeah. That's the answer, yeah. Whoever has the longest last seated, that's who you sit next, period. Right?
Right.
That's what I was doing. And it just so happened we were dead, and Haley... So, okay, Haley was in 4, Andy was in 7. We had 4 in the back, alright? So I was doing my rotations, I did a full rotation, everybody got a table, no problem. And then my second rotation, I tried to sit Maria, which was in 6, and she had the banquettes, right? And then, of course, Andy had the booths I opened and nobody was sitting in them. So if anybody I tried to sit at that banquettes, they immediately went to the booths. And every time I tried to seat somebody in that section that, you know, the later 60s, they would always want to go into the later 70s instead of the beginning 70s. Well, the desk runners, they don't come up to me and tell me, yo, where should I sit them? They just go ahead and just seat them in the late 70s without them knowing. So Andy got sat 4 times when Haley only got sat once. And she bitched to Todd about it. And then Todd comes up, he's like, yo, what's going on? I'm like, well, what do you mean what's going on? He's like, well, Haley has only like 1 table and Andy has 4. And I was getting pretty pissed at Todd. I'm like, did Trigoni go up and tell you that? He was like, yeah, she's just she's bitching at me about it. I'm like, listen, Todd, I'm not doing anything different than I would any other day. It's just the circumstances, and I can't control where the desk runners put people. It's not like I'm going to have them sit somebody and then ask them to move. It's like, no, I'm not going to do that. If the desk runners were going to come up to the desk and ask me where to put them, I would have sat them with Haley, but they didn't do that, and I can't control that. And he's like, well, you're supposed to have a rotation. I'm like, listen, Todd, I do not have a rotation right now. Again, I'm not doing anything else I would not do any other day. So if you're trying to question my skills here, then I would gladly have a conversation with you in the back office. Rather than that, I'm not having this conversation. And he kind of just looks at me and just walks away. So. Yeah, and then Jordan comes up to the desk, and Jordan's like, yo, why don't you sit Haley? I'm like, listen, bitch, first of all, like, I was getting pissed after that. And then now when I have a busser come up to the desk and tell me how I'm supposed to sit, yeah, that's fucking funny. That is hilarious. And she's like, well, you're supposed to have, you're supposed to see Haley, she's in next in rotation. I'm like, no. She's like, well, why did you sit Andy all those time? I'm like, I didn't sit Andy. I sat Maria, but then my desk runners showed them to
Andy's section. He's like, well, why didn't you do anything about that? I'm like, well, because they don't come up here and talk to me about it. They sit in there. I can't do much about it. Like, well, why can't you? Okay, Sebastian, I see you going on. Okay, never mind. And she was just like, well, like, why can't you do anything? I'm like, I can't do anything. If a person sees that open booth, I every single time we have 4 in the back, I always tell 5 and 6 that it's going to be hard to sit you, period. And they understand that every time I do that. And Jordan just kept getting a bit like pissy with me because I'm not seating Haley, which means Haley's sales aren't going to go, which means she's not going to get money. I'm like, listen, I can't do anything about it. I can't. It's like, I have no problem. And I kind of bitched at Josh and Amberly, not really bitched at them, just kind of ranted to them. And like, they both went up to the desk and